Prep Stars. How are you today? I hope you've been practicing. We're learning something really cool today, so stay tuned. Before we get started, for the grown-ups watching, make sure to like and comment on this video. Let me know how your students are doing. I'm so excited to get feedback from you every week. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, right? You want to make sure that those lessons are in one spot for you to reference each and every time you need them. So subscribe so you understand when those lessons are coming, okay? Also, thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. These lessons would not be possible without your support, so I'm so grateful for you. All right, Prep Stars, we have to sing the welcome song, don't we? Let's do it. Let's sing hello. Sing hello, hello. Sing hello, hello. H-E-L-L-O. Sing hello, hello, H-E-L-L-O. It's time for piano. All right, well that was real interesting this morning. So I'm so excited to dive right in, right? Dive right in. We learned sea divers last lesson, so let's see how it's coming, okay? Open your lesson book to page 19. All right, 19. We're going to dive right into our music, huh? All right, make sure to find your position. I'll switch to piano view and we will get started. C position, moderately slow. Remember, we're going to play it 2 times so that we can end up playing it nice and low, low, low on the piano too. So let's see how that goes. All right. When I find my spot, I've got my middle C, finger 1 thumb, right hand, right there. And my left hand finger 1 thumb is on my G below middle C. Let's see how it goes, starting with that finger 5. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Line 2. Okay, let's play it again. Here we go. All right, I'm going to move my hands down the octave. Here we are nice and low. Left hand. And there it is, my friends. How did it go for you? Was it fun? Did you remember to do the octave lower on that second time through? If you didn't remember, that's okay, right? A lot of times we like to play things how they are on the page, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But if you had some fun exploring the low side of your piano too, I'm super happy for you. It's super fun to do these things. So bravo! We need a 1-second party, don't we? Let's do a deep dive 1-second party. Ready? Here we go. Deep dive. Woo! Deep dive. Woo! Very good. We're jumping in the water. We're going in, right? Very good. Well, that was really fun. But today we are learning something very cool. It's a new interval. So far you only know seconds and thirds, right? But today we're learning fourths. Are you ready for this? All right, well, let's turn the page. Let's turn to page 20. we have this really fun page here with a song called That's a Fourth, and we've got frogs, right? These frogs are super silly. So let's take a look at this page. First things first, when we're talking about fourths, we are talking about skipping 2 white keys instead of just 1, right? The interval of the third is where we skip 1 white key, right? So if you think about it, if you're playing on the stairs, right, at your house or at somebody's house, that's when you're going to skip a step, right? But when we are talking about fourths, we're skipping 2 steps on that staircase, right? That's a bunch of steps. I don't know if my legs can reach that far. Can yours? That's okay. Let's see what it looks like at the piano, okay? When we're looking at the piano, we see that skipping those 2 white keys does the same thing. So let's turn on our piano view so you can see. All right, when I am here in our middle C position, or in my C position with my right hand, I see that my finger 1 thumb is on my C, and I have a finger 2 on D, 3 on E, and 4 on F. This is like when we have fourths going from a 1 to a 4. You see that? Look, D and E, there's no, we're skipping those. We're not going to play them. C up to F. Right? That's one way to play a fourth. We can also play a fourth starting on our finger 2D, skipping to our G, finger 5. You see, look, there it is. E and F is skipped. We're only playing D to G, right? Now don't curl your fingers down like this, because then, well, what if you actually need those fingers? What we'll do is just keep them floating above the piano, right? We can also go down, G, down to D, or F, down to C, right? Now what does that look like in our left hand? Well, I don't know, Mrs. You gotta show us. Finger 1 thumb on our G. We can start with a G, skipping down to D, finger 4, or our F, finger 2, down to finger 5, our pinky C. You can also go up, C to F, or D to G. Very good. Nice work. So this here in particular, this is going to be quite interesting here. Oops. Oops, let's try this again. I'm trying to do the double view and I can't remember how to do it. Miss Izzy needs some help. Let's try this. All right, so we'll do this, this, and then this. There it is. Okay. All right, Miss Izzy, we got it. Now, looking here, I see that I'm going to have that finger 1 thumb start this song on our right hand C, okay? The song begins with the first line, right hand by itself. You see how it's just in the treble clef key? Yes. And then it switches in the second line to the left hand, pinky finger 5C. All of the line 2 is going to be for your left hand, okay? So let's see if we can play this together. I'm going to say my finger numbers as I play so you can follow along. All right, find that C position. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 1, 4, 4, 2, 2, 5. Hold. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and hold. There we go. Now line 2 is the left hand. Pinky finger 5. Here we go. 5, 5, 2, 2, 4, 4, up to 1. Hold. Now we have 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 3, and 4. Hey, what did you think about that? Was that okay? What did you think? It's a little tricky reading those fourths. you'll notice that those notes are written for fourths. Line note to space note or space note to line note, okay? With thirds, it's different. It's line note to line note or space note to space note. But in the case of the fourth, it's one of each, a line note and a space note, all right? Did you see how they had some sneaky slurs at the end of that line? I see a sneaky slur at the end of line 1 and a sneaky slur at the end of line 2. That means we have to play smoothly connected when it comes to those measures, okay? Let's switch back to piano view and let's play this song again. This time I'm going to say my note names, okay? Can you do it too? Say your note names as you play too. Here we go. All right, I'm here with my C position. I've got my right hand finger, 1 thumb on middle C, my left hand finger, 1 thumb on G below middle C. We're starting with the right hand. We are also going to say those note names. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, play. C, C, F, F, D, D, G, E, C, D, E, F, 2, 3, and 4. Left hand, C, C, F, F, D, D, G. Hold, here we go. E, C, D, E, F, 2, 3, and 4. Hey, that was pretty good. What did you think about it that time? Do you like to say finger numbers or note names when you play? Or neither? I have some students who don't like to say anything. And that's okay. You do what works for you in your piano practice. You don't want to have to worry about doing things just because the teacher says so. You also need to explore and see what works for you, okay? Very good. Well, let's see what else we're going to be learning today, okay? That's a fourth in our lesson book. Write it down. Let's go ahead and open up our technique book, okay? Got to do some finger exercises. Let's go over our very, very fun climbing and diving. Then we're going to hop right into our next technique, okay? Climbing and diving. Let's switch to piano view. All right. Moderately fast, so we're going to play it a little bit faster than before. We're in C position. We start with that finger 5 on C in the left hand. Let's count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Good. That was really fun. I loved exploring this upper part of my piano, and I hope you had fun exploring during your practice. I bet your parents or your grown-ups were so excited to hear you play so many cool notes on the piano. So our new technique for this week is really cool. It's called twirlers on page 11. Okay? There's a bunch of notes on this page, so I don't want you to get a little nervous about it. We're only going to learn line 1, okay? Line 1 focuses on the right hand, and we have the new interval that we learned in this exercise. We have the interval of a fourth, okay? You will notice we are in 3/4 time. We have piano to start this line. We're going to play all through that line, but then look, there's a repeat sign before the last measure. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means is we're going to boing back to the beginning of the line and play the whole thing again. Then we end on the dotted half note. Okay, it's a little different. We haven't seen a repeat sign before the end like that before, but that's okay. We're able to go through it together. We also have groups of 2 measures of slurs. So it's going to be smoothly connected going through this line. Let's go ahead and switch to piano view so you can see how this one works, okay? All right. Twirlers. I like this one. Twirlers begins in a C position. So I'm going to put my right hand finger, 1 thumb on my middle C. And we are going to start with a finger 3 this time. Okay? I'll play it slowly so you can see where it's going. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. E, D, C. E, D, C. Up to F. E, D. F, E, D. Up to G. F, E, G. F, E. Up to F. E, D. F, E, D. Back to the beginning. E, D, C. E, D, C. Up to F. E, D. F, E, D. Up to G. F, E, G. F, E. Up to F. E, D. F, E, D, and on C. 2, 3. Now that was a little tricky, right? I told you there was a bunch of notes on that page. But that's okay. Once we figure out what the pattern is, we're able to figure out how it works on our hand, right? So looking at the beginning there, we're starting with steps, right? E, D, C. Then it goes up a third back to E, D, C. From there, it jumps up a fourth to F. Then we do steps again. F, E, D. Up a third back to F, E, D. Now we go up a fourth to G. Back to steps. G, F, E. Up a third G, F, E. Now up 1 step to F, E, D. Up a third F, E, G. Then it repeats, right? Then we go back to our E. So these little intervals are all inside here. All the ones you've learned before. Seconds, thirds, and fourths now, right? This is why I wanted to give you just 1 line for this week. It's a little bit on the tricky side. But you know what makes it a little bit less tricky? Is if we play a game, right? Sometimes it helps to play games so we can remember things more easily. Do you remember my friend Mango? Mango's so cute. Let me see if he wants to come play a game with us. Hey, Mango, are you there? Mango! Mango! Yeah, I'm here. Hold on, I'm here. Give me a second. Whoa! Ah! Hello! How's it going, friends? It's nice to see you again. We are going to play a game today, right? Right? Oh, yeah. We're playing a game today. We are going to play a game about intervals. Oh, I love intervals. Intervals are great because there are so many of them. Which ones have you learned so far? Do you remember then what intervals you've learned so far? Seconds, thirds, and fourths, right? Did you hear that, Mango? Ooh, we've learned fourths already. That's excellent. Let's see if we can play this game together, okay? All right. So our game today is we are going to name that interval, okay? Now we're going to play this game. I'm going to play them melodically which is one note at a time, right, Mango? Yeah, one note at a time. And we are going to listen with our ears to see if we can name that interval, okay? Let me play one on the piano for you, okay? Now, for a refresher, steps are going to be seconds, right? Steps, one step at a time. Going up the stairs, one step at a time. And then thirds are going to be skips, right? Skipping a step. Skips are going to be like skipping that stair in that staircase. And then fourths is like a double skip, right? Double skip, like super wide. Ooh, double skips are hard. I can't do those. I can't either, Mango. Let's see how it goes, all right? Name that interval. Here we go. I think I know the answer to this one. Do you know the answer to it? Let me play it again so you can listen carefully. All right. If you answered third, you would be correct. Listen to that again. Right? The missing note that we're skipping is the D, right? Very good. All right, you ready for the next one? I'm ready. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. All right, here comes the next interval. That was a little bit interesting. Let's see if we can hear it again. I think I got it. Do you have it? You do? All right. Oh, okay, so you've got this one. Does it sound familiar as being part of a step? It's one note to the very next note, so it's a step, a second. Very good. All right, here we go for the next one. This one should be a little bit hard, don't you think, Miss Izzy? Yeah, it should be a little bit harder, but we have to listen very carefully, okay? Here's the next one. Can you play that again, please? Yeah, I'll definitely play it again. Listen carefully. It's a little bit wider than your typical interval, right? That's what I was thinking too. You know, so that pretty much gives you the answer. If it's wider than the skip interval that you know, if it's wider than a third, it will be a fourth. Yes, we're skipping two white keys. Listen. Very nice. All right. Well, that was really fun. Did you have a good time, Mango? Well, I always have a good time. I love hanging out with you all. You're doing a great job at piano. Yay! Well, thanks, Mango. It was good to see you again. Are you going to go hang out? I think so. I'll see you later. Bye! Oh, Mango, you're so silly. What did you think about seeing Mango? Did he help with those intervals a little bit? Yeah. All right, well, I would love to see what our assignments are going to be for this week, don't you think? Since we learned a new interval, we probably have some extra homework, so let's take a look. I want to see your theory book, okay? Pull out your theory book, and we are going to turn to page 16. On page 16, you will see a page all about how to measure fourths, okay? This is going to really help our homework so we can see what it looks like on the staff and at the piano measuring fourths. So go ahead and write down page 16 as your homework. In your notes speller book, you're going to get some more, okay? On page 13, we have a page here with rocket ships, and it's all about measuring our fourths going up and going down, okay? Make sure to mark this one too. If you have any questions about your homework, make sure to join our Discord server so you can ask those questions, okay? I will be able to help you as much as you need. All right. Well, I think it's time to sing goodbye. What do you think? Yeah, it's been a long lesson today. We've learned a lot, Miss Izzy. Whoosh. Let's see if we can sing goodbye, all right, my friends? Let's do it. Sing goodbye, goodbye. Sing goodbye, goodbye. Time to sing goodbye. Sing goodbye, goodbye. Sing goodbye, goodbye. Time to sing goodbye. Well, very good, my friends. We had another lovely time here at piano. Prep Stars, I know you're good at getting your practice in, so I'm looking forward to seeing your videos and seeing how you love playing fourths, okay? Thanks for joining me today. Happy practicing. I will see you later. Bye-bye.